Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So one of the big parts of my story is that I'm saying is that Diana Ross is Billie Jean. And I'm saying in the song Billie Jean, one of the very common mistakes that has occurred to allow people to think they understand the song Billie Jean is the one line in this song where she's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. That line, but the kid is not my son. Everybody has allowed themselves to think Michael is saying that. The kid's not my son. You know, everybody thinks that that's a comeback from Michael, that the girl's saying, you're the one, and Michael has come back at her and saying, that's not my son. Everybody has allowed themselves to make that mistakes. And one of the things that people often accuse me of is looking for something. People say, well, if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. Okay? And that's what I'm telling you. This is what's occurred to you people. You all have made one simple mistake. You think Michael Jackson is saying that line, but the kid is not my son, because you don't have any other understanding. Without that, you didn't make any, there was nothing, it didn't make sense to you. So you guys then looked at it that way. And since you looked at it that way, and everybody did it. And everybody then interpreted the song on the way they were hearing it based on the one fact that Michael Jackson is saying that line. And now what I want you to see right here is it's so overwhelming that Billie Jean is saying this whole thing. It's constantly, now look at here, okay, she's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. And like what I'm saying is that Billie Jean is saying all of this, but you people have no understanding of what that means. So then she says, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She says, I am the one. She says, he is my son. She says, I am the one. So look at here, everything here, it starts off with she says. You know, she's just a girl, then it's she says. He keeps saying she says, then she says, and she says. The whole thing. Look at in just this one little paragraph, how many times does he say she says, she says, she says? It's all about she saying. So I'm saying just in this little context, and I've been trying to get the younger MJ fans to ask, because they're in school, and they would have an English teacher. And it's like, just ask your English teacher a simple English question. In this paragraph here, why would you ever think that Michael is saying that line? Because just the way it's written, it's written as that Billie Jean is saying that entire statement there. That's the way it's written. And I'm saying it's written that way in just a basic English, a basic simple context of English. Just look at it. It's written as Billie Jean is saying the whole thing. But you people have thrown in, you have made your own interpretation of what the song is about. And because Michael can't tell you exactly what it is, he can't tell you. People don't understand. He can't just, if it's a lie, he can't explain it to you. And if it's my story, he can't explain it. But one thing he did do as an artist is they do things, they create art, and they know that art is going to withstand the test of time. So even 200 years, 300 years, this is going to be around. That's what the reality of what Michael Jackson was doing with this song. And when you talk about the Motown 25 performance, think about, that's Motown. That's a Motown show. But what song got in there that has nothing to do with Motown? Billie Jean. That has nothing to do with Motown. Only Michael Jackson had the power to demand. And why would Michael Jackson make that powerful a demand for this song? Only this song. This was the one. And you might think it has to do with the dance, but that's another thing. But that was why Michael used this song, and then he put the dance with it to make sure that this was the piece of art that was going to stand the test of time, because this was the song explaining to everybody that Diana Ross was his mother. Down at the bottom, she says, he is my son. She says, I am the one. That's Billie Jean. Billie Jean is saying, Billie Jean. So Billie Jean says, he is my son. She's looking at Michael and she's saying, he's my son. And she's saying, and she says, I am the one. She's telling Michael, you know, you're my son. And Michael, then when she says, I am the one, that's Michael right there. That actually is Michael You know, she's saying I'm the one, you know, and because he's realizing she's telling me that I'm her kid. That's the whole point of this whole song. The whole song, Billie Jean, you guys have just misheard it, because I'm telling you, you've made one simple mistake. But the kid is not my son. Billie Jean says that line. Billie Jean is saying this. This is Billie Jean's statement to Michael. This is what she's telling him. This is what Michael's saying. This is what Billie Jean is telling me. This is like the whole thing. She's just a girl who claims that I'm the one. This is like the whole statement of what Billie Jean is telling Michael. She's just a girl, you know, because Michael, he doesn't know she's his mother. She's Diana Ross, but she's just a girl. She's just some girl claims that I'm the one. And Michael's right there. He doesn't know what she's talking about either. He's saying I'm the one. And when you got to understand, when she's saying I'm the one, you got to understand what the context of the one means. What the context, like when I've been trying to tell you people, would you watch my number 12 video, the one I just made a week ago. That video explains immensely the whole story in the beginning. The reason the one is, you have to understand the context that Smokey Robinson and Berry Gordy were just starting to develop Motown. It hadn't been developed yet. Diana Ross gets pregnant by Smokey Robinson. So at that moment, everything is in jeopardy. There maybe be no Motown. Like, you got to think about history. Like, this is how easily things like Motown. Imagine Motown not ever have been created. Like, that's how easily the world we could live in. And that's why when she's saying, she's saying, you're the one, you're the one. The reason is because Michael, that moment was the reason that everything happened. And I'm not even just, I mean, it's really, you got to understand the context of when that happened, what revolved around that and what it spawned and what occurred. It was everything. And that's why Diana talks to him like, you're the one. You're the reason all of this happened, because Diana got pregnant by Smokey. This is still before Motown. So then when they make that deal, when Berry Gordy calls his old friend Joe Jackson, and they make that deal to ship Michael over there, that set in motion everything. It set in motion Diana Ross's career. Does Diana Ross ever have the power to get into Motown and have the influence over Berry Gordy that she does if she doesn't give away the kid with the Michael? So right there, she's saying to Michael, you're the one, you're the reason for my whole career. Without you, you know. And then the Smokey thing. What happened was Smokey Robinson and Berry Gordy wrote a song called Shop Around about this exact experience. What happened was when Smokey tells his mom, and Smokey's mom is telling him to shop around. I think Smokey's mom actually created that, which never would have been created if the Diana Ross doesn't get pregnant. He doesn't ever have to tell his mom that story. Then his mom never comes back with the shop around. And if shop around doesn't happen, if Berry Gordy and Smokey Robinson don't join together to write Shop Around, which is their first hit record. Okay, so without Michael, then that doesn't happen. And then that was the song that actually spawned all of Motown. It was Shop Around was the whole thing, because that was still on Tamla. That was the beginning of it all. That was the first hit song. And what's that song about? It's about Smokey telling his mom that he got Diana Ross pregnant. And she's saying, you need to shop around, shop around. And then Michael goes to the Jacksons. So then that's the whole reason for the Jacksons. Without Michael being put into the Jacksons, there's never any Jackson family. So that's when I'm saying, when you people don't understand what that means, when she's saying I'm the one, the word when the one, and that's why right there she keeps saying I'm the one. Look at how many times right there, the one. She's saying I'm the one, I'm the one. You people think it's a simple understanding. You got to understand the high intellectual artist of what Michael Jackson is. And when you take it into the context of what I'm saying, now it makes sense. There's an actual explanation. The one. He's the one. And then look at where he goes, you know, with he becomes like the solo and he becomes the shining star, you know, so that's another thing of the development of the one, you know. And then that's why only the one had the power to tell Berry Gordy oh yeah, I'll do your show, but I'm doing Billie Jean. I don't care that it's not part of your Motown stuff. That's Motown's 25, about the entire history of Motown. And Michael says, yeah, I'm part of Motown. Yeah, I'll do it, but I'm also doing this other thing. I'm doing Billie Jean. That's my statement. That's his golden god piece of art that he demanded to anybody, every single person. Everybody knows about the history, he demanded to the record company. Then he made the record company demand to the MTV. You know, he demanded to hear. That was the song he made demands to everybody. He said, this is the song. And then when you look at it in the history, that's a song that stands up as the test of time. Billie Jean is one of the big, great songs. But it's misunderstood. All you people have misunderstood it. And when you simply just see in this piece here that Billie Jean is saying that line, but the kid's not my son. She's telling Michael both things. That's what you people don't understand because it contradicts itself. But think about the relationship of what I'm saying. Diana Ross tells Michael, you're the one. You're the reason all of this happened, right? But she also says, but you're a Jackson now. The lie has become the truth. This has happened. You're a Jackson. You're a star as a part of the Jackson family, which is now, we're all in the Motown family, and we're all in this together now. It's all of us. We're all in this together. The big Motown family picture. She brings him into that power, and she ties him into it. And Michael goes along with it, you know. But while he's going along with it through all those years, and he thinks he's having the experience, and what is actually happening, he's being damaged in all kinds of ways, and which is what you see lead up to, you know, in his future years, is the damage that was occurred. It happened, and there was all this stuff that what he had to deal with. Think about the reality. That's the other thing, is what I try to explain to you people, is Michael became a serious drug addict. And I'm telling you, people don't want to be drug addicts like that. And Michael Jackson, the person that was part of the Jackson family, I understand people and what their drug addictions and why they allow themselves to become that level of drug addicts. And I'm telling you, there's nothing in the Michael Jackson story that's the Jackson that's part of the Jackson 5 and all of that. There's nothing in that man's story that leads him to become the drug addict that he became. I'm telling you, it's wrong. There's something major wrong, because people as individuals do not want to allow themselves to be that form of a drug addict. But the Michael Jackson that was dealing with this situation that I'm saying that nobody understood who he was having to carry the weight as the one, all of this stuff, and nobody ever knew it. That is the immense type of pressure that will lead you into that dark world of the drug addict that he became. And that's part of the facts of proving my story, because all of the stories of everybody, and you people get mad at me when I talk about Michael being a drug addict, but I have to show you that this happened. And that man is not the man that you know. There's something wrong. But I actually have a story here that does explain everything. And it's all right there. Look at the history with Michael and Diana. You're seeing it wrong. You're seeing a kid that was longing to be with his mother. And you got to remember, the key elements to Michael and Diana's relationship is that Michael was not raised with Diana Ross as a mother. So those first 10 years before he meets her and finds out that she's the mother, during those times when she's a star for a lot of that time, when he starts to become in his young adolescence, Diana Ross is a star. Now you got to remember that too. You want to talk about things that actually messed Michael Jackson up? Think about Michael Jackson having a crush on Diana Ross, the star. He doesn't know that that's his mother. Why would he not have a crush on Diana Ross? She was basically the most beautiful black woman, entertainer. The way she was singing, the way she looked, her appearance, everything was very glamorous. Why wouldn't Michael Jackson, and once he's 5 to 10, he's trying to be an entertainer too, so he knows who she is completely. I think it's perfectly natural that Michael Jackson would have had a young crush in his adolescence on Diana Ross. He might have really been in love with her. He doesn't know that she's his mother. And then when she comes and tells him, talk about like the damage of so think about in the psyche of Michael Jackson, that it actually happened, that here's Michael Jackson and he sees Diana Ross out there. And he's like, she's beautiful. She's the most beautiful black woman ever. You know, that's probably like how it would have been for him, right? He would have been looking at Diana Ross like, she's the most beautiful black woman ever. I love her. He probably would have had this major crush. Then next thing you know, one day she's saying, Michael, you're my kid. I mean, and then after that, when you read the Moonwalk book, the real history, when the Jacksons moved to Los Angeles and they stay with Diana Ross, Michael states in that book that him and Diana Ross went out over a period of 1.5 years, basically alone together. That she was taking him out every day. Now that doesn't fit in the context of the story of the Jacksons. Why would she build that instant relationship? But it completely fits in the context of my story, that she's the lost mother. Now she's reunited and now she's making up for all this time. So imagine the time that Michael, right there, the time that Michael spent over that 1.5 year period of time from when she tells him, when he signs to Motown, and then he's like 10, you know, and he signs to Motown, becoming a big star, but then Diana tells him the story, and then he's hanging out with her. The psychological event that Michael would have went through, plus he's having to be a star, he's still entertaining, and he's got the family, and the situation of what Michael was actually living with, it's insane. It's a massive level of like, whoa, boy, that would have been really difficult. And that's what I'm stressing. That difficulty of what he had to live with is what leads to his drug addiction. The problem, I mean, because it was really bad. And I know you kids don't really understand, but I'm stressing that the Michael Jackson of the Jacksons that we know, I'm telling you, from the real drug experience, he would not have been that drug addict guy. It's impossible. I know enough about drugs that not that level, not that continuous year after year hardcore and then doing crazy stuff too. I'm telling you, that story, it's not even possible. And that's why you people deny it so much, because you know that something doesn't make sense there. And I'm telling you, you're right, it does not make sense, but it's a fact. It happened. Michael's dead because of that. So what caused all of that pain? It's my story. You know, I don't know when you guys are going to start caring, but this is the true story. This is who it is. And you're not going to stop me, because I'm the only one here telling the truth. I'm the one with the clear understanding. You people are making up stories, saying you have no understanding of what that line means. But the kid's not my son. You have no understanding. Like when I'm saying, okay, that Diana says to Michael, you're the one. I've explained to you why she's saying he's the one. But the kid's not my son. You know, and I've explained that she's telling him in public, you're not my son, you're a Jackson, because the lies become the truth. And that's what that means. Now, I've explained that. You people have no explanation. So you just say, Michael's saying that line. That's all you say. You don't actually have any understanding and any explanation of anything. I have detailed understanding and explanations of everything. But you people, like I keep saying, you must be fake fans, because if you cared about Michael Jackson, you would care about this. Like, you know, that's all there is to it. So, signing off, all you fake fans.